Guess what? I'm doing Vlogmas. Hey guys, welcome to day 2. Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of Vlogmas. Welcome guys to day 4. Welcome to day 5. I've been sending out, stocking orders, but I haven't been getting paid for anything. I'm laughing about it, but it really is kind of a problem. I was on chat with Shopify today. I am officially stocked with Minky once more. So happy it came in. First major snowstorm of the season. We'll get our turkeys. And there's turkeys up on the trees over there. I'm putting away a bunch of fabric right now, leftover from Christmas stockings. I got leftover Minky fabric and a bunch of leftover stocking fabric that doesn't fit on the roll anymore. So why did I stop Vlogmas? Vlogmas, let's see, day 5 is when I decided to stop it because I was on chat with Shopify. So for 3 days, I was on chat with Shopify because on my dashboard, I opened my store on October 1st, and on my dashboard, I had, we can't verify your details, and it had a button that said submit details, and I would press on that, and it was just asking for my physical address for my business. Well, for about a month and a half, it was like that, where I had that, we can't verify your details, please submit, details. I had that on my dashboard for about a month and a half before I started getting sales. When I started getting sales, they started keeping the money, and I wasn't getting that money dispersed into my business account because they couldn't verify my details. So I was on, I started a support ticket with Shopify, and they said, oh, that's no problem. We'll, that'll clear up in a few days. Just submit your details. And I was trying to explain to them through the ticket that I had done that several times since October 1st, like basically once a week, and it wasn't clearing it up. And the support ticket wasn't being responded to, so I had to do a chat. So I started chats with Shopify since the ticket really wasn't being responded to for several weeks. I came within like a couple of days of them returning my funds to the customer, because if you don't verify your details within 21 days from your first sale on Shopify, then they return those funds to the customer. And it doesn't matter if you sent out the product and you have tracking info and all that. So they were holding on to my funds because they couldn't verify my physical address. So that's when I started contacting them through support, and I did that for like 3 days. And I ran into this wonderful woman that works for Shopify, and she said, don't worry. She goes, I'm going to personally bring your message to the manager, and the manager should get back to you within 24 hours. And I heard back within about 12 hours. So I heard back the next morning, and she said, don't worry. She goes, just submit. We need more information. If you could just take like pictures of like your EIN that you have for your business, take pictures of any kind of bill that has your address on it. And I didn't have anything with my address on it because we get all our mail at the P.O. box. So it just happened to be, I just had a birthday actually last September, and I had my DMV notice for my renewal for my registration for my car, and I noticed that it had my physical address along with my mailing address, and I was like, oh, I wonder if they're going to accept this. So I took a picture of that as proof of my address here, because we don't get any mail here. I think I explained in Vlogmas 1 that since we don't get mail here, we have like an unverified address. So a huge mix-up. So I came within probably like 1 or 2 days before my funds were going to be returned to the customer. And so just in time, I submitted those details right away. I also had to submit like my driver's license and like pictures of it, and pictures of what else? My business ID that I have with the state of New Hampshire here. So anyway, all of that got cleared up within hours after I submitted that information. It was just very frustrating because this went on for several days, and actually a couple months, because they had started asking for that submit details back when I first opened up Shopify. And it was only for Shopify payments. It wasn't for like if I were to use PayPal as a payment provider on my website. But I noticed that a lot of customers don't like PayPal, so they like the Shopify payments. It's a lot easier. You just enter your credit card info and and check out. So anyway, that was my like stress for the holidays, because I had just was starting to make a lot of sales mid-November, and they were just holding all that money, and I was like, ugh. So anyway, it's all cleared up now, and I do recommend Shopify. It's just there was some mix-up in the beginning where my support ticket wasn't being responded to after the first time. Like they said, oh yeah, all you have to do is submit your details on that support ticket. And I'm like, I did many times, but they never responded back on the support ticket. So that was a little frustrating, but I know Shopify is going through a lot of like changes right now. They had hired a bunch of people back in 2020, and because I guess a lot of people were opening up their own stores, their own websites, so they had hired a bunch of people to work at Shopify. And I know they just got rid of a bunch of people this year or this summer, so they were back to their regular staff to handle a lot more load. So anyway, that was my big thing with Shopify, but it's all cleared up now, so everything's good. I got my funds finally. It would have been helpful if it was a little bit sooner, but I'm not going to complain. So anyway, yeah. So today I'm doing a lot of pink cow stuff. Pink cow this print has been very popular this year with the stockings and my scrunchies. And today I got to do a couple scrunchies with this print and my wrist tote, a scrunchie wrist tote with that print. So got to do that today. And they need to be going out today, well, the latest tomorrow. Well, guys, I'll be honest, I didn't do very good sales this year on Etsy. I usually make a good solid 5 figures, a healthy 5 figures. And this year it was only 4 figures, and it was pretty low compared to what I usually make on Etsy. So I'm always a believer of diversifying where you sell your products, whether that's your own website, Etsy, Amazon Handmade. That's why I was so into getting my website up this year for especially country stocking company. So yes, I don't know if people are just saving money this year, or it's just because, inflation, things are, people don't have extra money to spend. But this year has been different, I noticed. So that's why I'm totally into diversifying your portfolio as far as where you sell your product. And maybe that will be a topic for next year too, like how to start your website, like on e-commerce platforms like Shopify, just so that you are, not putting all your eggs in one basket. I've never been a believer of that. So maybe we'll go over that next year as being one of our goals for 2023. So until then, I'll see you guys, well, I guess next year. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next year, and I'll give you another sewing studio tour because I'm not sure if you can notice behind me, things have been disappearing. So we'll go over that again, and I'll see you guys next time.